Hello. Okay, so this is my first time doing this kind of thing, but yeah, please be patient. Now, this right here is I guess, a detailed guide for my MathTrix deck. I realized that the videos I sent weren't really properly explained, so now I'm here to talk you through it step by step. So we have two combos, one full combo and one half combo, I guess I should call it. It starts off like this. For the full combo, we need the following: a Traptrix monster, an extender. It can be a Shade, Brigandine, or Parallel Exceed, and another level 4 body. So we have quite a bunch here. You can choose whichever Traptrix you want to summon, but since we have no traps in hand, I would like to summon Mermelio. Mermelio will grab us a trap when she is normal summoned, and when she's special summoned, she can pop a Speller trap. Right. I will add the Floodgate Trap Hole. Next, I will go into Terra. Pretty standard tactics combo so far. We bring out Exceed 1, and Exceed 1 will bring out Exceed 2. Right. Now here comes the fun part. We have, need to double check before we continue. We have a level 4 body in hand, and a level 4 body in grave. Using the two Exceeds, we make Bujinki Ashima, which can be made using two monsters with the same level, aka Exceed as level 4. Now, using its effect, we grab two monsters with the same levels, one from the grave and one from hand. Now, I guess I can do Vesiculo, and we can summon Alimbertion. Alimbertion, detach 2, and grab us a Circular. Summon Circular. We dump Nabla. Nabla is our main target. If we have Nabla in the grave, or if Nabla's in the hand, then of course we drop Diameter. But Nabla is the most important. Now, this here is important. We only do Bujinki into Alimbertion because Bujinki here cannot be used as a link material, so it's hard to get rid of it. Using Alimbertion, we bring back Nabla, and Circular, since Nabla is summoned, will grab us Superfactorial. Now that Circular has served its purpose, you can go ahead and summon out Devotee. Nabla, Tribute, we bring out Diameter. Now, the reason why we want Diameter is because we need three Mathmech names in the grave, with Diameter being our third. Devotee activates because it was tributed by Nabla. Bring out the two the two tokens. Using the two Mathmechs, we bring out Gallant Granite. Use its effect. You can detach either, it doesn't matter. We bring Researcher here. Researcher activates. Since there's a rock monster on the field, Researcher can summon herself. Using Researcher and the tokens, we make Herald of the Arclight. That's our first negate, and it's an Omni negate. Next, Utopic Future. Um, if you notice, Gallant Granite's material went to the grave. So that's three mathematic names in the graveyard. Using the two Xyz monsters, we make Utopic Draco Future, which is a monster negate. The only thing left to do is to set our traps. And we end our turn. Let's say we want to negate that. When the opponent does something, a bunch of stuff, we can activate Super Factorial, summon our three mathematic names. And because we use Diameter, Laplacian now has an Omni Negate as well, so that's three negates. Plus, since Super Factorial is a trap, it can proc Sarah. Sarah has to be Chain Link 1 though, so we can Chain Block Asher Blossom. It doesn't matter which you detach, I just like keeping Diameter in hand. That's one card down, another card down. Now if they have another spell or trap, you can summon Marmelio to pop. Which, since Marmelio activated, Terra activates to bring another whole trap onto the field. Nice. So, if you look closely, we barely have enough for a lethal. So all we need to do is normal summon one monster. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it can't reach lethal, but that's why we have Gravedigger's Trap Hole. In case they want to do something, we deal an extra 2000 burn. And if we have a normal summon, and they still have a trap, you can summon Mantis. Or you can summon any MathTrix monster, any level 4. Now, well, since our effect activated, I guess we can activate Sarah to set another trap. If you have two level 4s and they still have a Stellar Trap, what you can do is to go into Alomeris. Alomeris activate, attach to bring back Marmelio. That right there is another pop. Now, we actually have Perfect Lethal with Utopic Future, Laplacian, Alomeris, and Sarah. That's 3000, 2000, 2020, and 800. That's our long combo, right? Now we can go for the shorter combo if we draw poorly. Now that I look at it, this is a really good hand. Okay, there's another combo that I've been thinking up, right? So, yeah, let's try it like this. So I'll show you the extra combo if you have a Trix, Shade, and Brigadine. I mean, Shade and Exceed, and another level 4 body. It's gonna be the same thing, mostly, except we're gonna add Time Thief at the end. Don't worry, we'll do the shorter combo after. Oh, sorry for being quiet. I'll speed through this because I've explained it once. Dump Nabla, tribute Bujin, get Nabla back out, activate, grab trap, link into devotee, activate, tribute, the amateur, activate, granite, it's important that you summon Researcher first before going into Utopic Future, because if you link into Future first, then there won't be a rock monster on the field. You cannot special summon Researcher. So here at the end of the combo, we'll do Shade, Terra activates, we'll bring out Mantis, probably. Terra would be nice as well, I guess. We just want to proc a monster, so that Sarah will grab us a trap. We'll take this. Then we'll bring in Time Thief Redoer. Right. So, um, there won't be enough space for a Placian to come out since we need 3 open spaces. That's why Time Thief is good, because it can banish itself until the end phase. And don't worry, there will be enough space for Time Thief once Laplacian is summoned. Standby phase. We will grab a trap. I will grab a card. Okay, spicy. We're going to detach. Now we have enough space. So, what Redoer is supposed to do is that by detaching a trap, you can put a face-up card the opponent controls back to the deck. Unfortunately, there was no face-up. What if there was? It would have been a really good thing to interrupt. Dash all 3. Remove 1. It's banished because of Herald. 2 and 3. We want Gravediggers in case they have a hand trap. Again, this is just AI, but it's really important. Okay, so now our board is completely full, as you can see. Time Thief will steal a card. It's a monster. Everyone attacks. Good, good. Perfectly so. Okay. So I guess we should try the shorter combo now. Won't be too much long, don't worry. Okay, so here we have a bad combo. What we want to do is um we need to check our hand first. Okay, so we need one tricks, yeah, one trap tricks, one special summon, and another level 4 body. So in order to bring Fascicular out, we need to sacrifice a trap. So we'll grab Merm. Merm will grab as a trap. I don't want this. This is the trap I'll sacrifice. Activate effect. Toss. We go immediately into Bujin. So remember, the goal is to have 2 level 4 bodies on the field and 1 on hand. That's why I run stuff like Ascended Sage or Tenyi. And I'll be using Circular because I want to have a good normal summon for next turn. And besides, we are getting another Circular using Alumbration. If you're sure that the opponent has Ash, then definitely use Mantis as material instead, so that if they negate your Alumbration, you have another Circular to use. Circular, dump Nabla. The reason why we put Alumbration here is because Bujin points to it. Bujin says, in its second effect, that when Xyz monster this card points to activates an effect by detaching material, aka its unsummon grab a MathTrix, we can target a spell or trap the opponent controls and destroy it. Continuing on the combo, Bujin's tributed by Alum. We bring back Nabla. Again, the reason why we dump Nabla to bring it back is so that Nabla can grab our diameter. Right. So what you can do is to make Nabla tribute itself, and you can summon Borreload Savage. But if you have a Traptrix engrave, any Traptrix, then you should do this instead. Nabla, tribute Alumbration to grab diameter. Next, make Alomeris, and make sure to leave one tuner behind. Alomeris, trigger. Grab any one of these, honestly. In case the opponent has Imperm, we go for Serra first. As for why the opponent has Imperm in hand and not used it yet, I have no clue. But better to be safe than sorry. We can now make Borreload Savage, activate effect to grab Bujin, set trap, and turn. It's not as powerful, but at least we have something to fall back into. We still have Super Factorial. Chainlink 1 Serra, Chainlink 2 MathTrix. One, two, three. 4. And we get another trap. Nice. Okay. Then you should go for lethal if you have another normal summon. Right? Yeah, any one of these is fine. I think we do have lethal now though. Unless I'm bad at math. Almost perfect lethal. If only borreload didn't have that extra 50. Hey, so those are the combos, right? As for the others, you'll have to find out yourselves. Just as long as you know the concept that you need two bodies on the field and one in hand. That's usually how you get the combo. Researcher, our first Garnet. We don't want to draw her in our opening hand, but you can't really change anything about it. It is what it is. She special summons herself if there's a rock monster on the field, which is usually our Granite or our Gigante. Next is Ash Blossom. Of course, it's mandatory. Gigantes. Now, Gigantes is the really weird pick that I decided to add. It has some niche abilities. So for one, it's an extra special summon, so you can bring out a 4 body if you have any earth monster in grave. Also, its second effect is, if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, destroy all spells and traps on the field. So, this is one way to remove floodgates, like a skill drain, there can only be one, um, and I guess Dozen. But honestly, we're mostly Earth. Yeah, you're gonna have to lose a few life points, but it's worth it if you want to get rid of pesky floodgates and I guess runic fountain. Mermelio, now arguably the second best card in the Traptrix archetype, next to Sarah. She can grab a trap if normal summon, and she can pop a spell or trap when special summon. Dynetherium, it is a special summon. That's it. That's the only reason why it's here. If you do special summon it, your opponent can special summon any one of your level 4 monsters in your graveyard, meaning they could potentially special summon your Diameter and ruin your Superfactorial combo. So you kind of have to do this around the beginning. You usually do this as an extender for when you're interrupted, or for at the beginning of the combo. Dionea. When normal summoned, she revives a Chaptrix from the grave. She cannot revive Sarah, sadly, but she can revive your Xyz's Alomeris. As to why would you do that, it's up to you. You could probably make a a utopic future using Alomeris that you revived using Dynea. And when Dynea is special summoned, she recycles a trap from the grave, so she sets it back on the field. It has to be a whole trap though. Next we have Mantis. Unaffected by whole normal traps, as do all the Traptrix monsters. When she is normal summoned, she adds a Traptrix monster from the deck. I usually add Vesiculo, which we will get into in a moment, and she has no special summon effect. However, she has this quick effect where we can target a set spell or trap, return to hand, and set one from the hand. It's not much, but it does have a niche combo without Dynea. What I forgot to mention was that when Dynea brings back a trap from the grave, she banishes it during the end phase of our next turn if it is still on the field. But if we use Mantis to pick up the trap that Dynea set, and then we set it again, then Dionea's effect will no longer apply, since the card has left the field, and it's technically a new card if we set it down. Also, we use her to proc Sarah in order to grab another Hold Trap from the deck. And she can also save a trap from a Lightning Storm or Feather Duster if it ever comes up, although it won't be usable until next turn. Tenyi Spirit's Tatana. So this actually used to be ZS Ascended Sage in my deck, but they do the same thing basically. Solana has a bigger stat of defense, right? So we special summon Sage or Tenyi when we control no monsters as another level 4 on the field in order to bring out borreload. Because if you remember in our shorter combo, we need 2 level 4s on the field and 1 from the hand. We have our 1 of Nabla. Nabla brings out Diameter and tributes Devotee to bring us our 2 token. Diameter is important. I would probably add another if I did not bring so much. So Diameter says that we can revive a level 4 Cyberse monster in the grave. That's not important. What we want is its second effect, where if it is used as an Xyz material, it gives that Xyz monster a negate. Only for Mathmech Xyz monsters. Vesiculo, this is what we are grabbing using Mantis, right? So what she does is that she can special summon herself by sacrificing a trap. It's terrible, but we'll take it. She's a searchable extender, I guess. She also has this effect where if we have no spells or traps, then we can target a hole in the graveyard and set it. It doesn't come up much, but the option is still there. Next we have Circular. Circular is part of our combo, which usually should dump Nabla. It has this effect where if we special summon it by dumping a Mathmech, we can only attack with 1 monster for the rest of the turn. But that's fine. We're a turn 1 deck anyway, we don't attack. So yeah, this one will also grab us Super Factorial when we summon back Nabla using Alumbration. Our first extender, we have Exceed. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this does, but in case you don't, when we link summon a monster, we will summon this to where the link monster points to, but it becomes level 4, and its attack and defense become half. And since it is special summoned, we can special summon another Exceed from the deck. So just one of these will guarantee us 2 level 4 bodies on the field, just why we run it. Called by the Grave. I would run another one of this, but I have just one. This is just Maxi hate. So yeah, we don't do well against Max, but actually yeah, we can play under Maxi, but one interruption will definitely ruin us. However, it is enough to defend against like 15, 16 cards. So yeah, moving on. Traptix Trample Nightmare. It's a pretty nifty effect with a harsh condition. It can only negate and destroy a monster that was special summon this turn, and if it activates its effect. It does a lot against Runic though, like if they summon Hugin, which is special summoned, and activates its unsummon effect to grab the field spell, this can pop it. It also does well against Sprite, right? I remember some Sprite combos bring back IP from the grave, which is a special summon, and IP does its effect to link summon again, so it fulfills the conditions of Trap Fix Tropical Nightmare. Yeah, so this is our first Tropical in this deck. We only run three. Next is Phantom Knights of the Shade Brigandine, our second extender and our alternative to Parallel Exceed. You saw the combo, you know what it does. It says that if we have no traps in the graveyard, like in turn 1 where we have nothing in the graveyard, we can activate the turn it was set. Yeah. So it's a level 4 body, which is pretty good too. Next we have Floodgate Trap Hole. When the opponent summons a monster, change it to face down, and it cannot change its position, which is good. It does well against Runic. If they summon Hugin, they can flip Floodgate Trap Hole to flip it face down. And face down Hugin cannot protect their spells and traps. Not to mention, it also uses up the extra monster zone, so the opponent kinda has a weaker board state. It also does well against Runic when they normal summon their level 2. You can flip this so that they technically do not have a level 2 on the field that is face up, and are forced to either pass their turn or waste another card in order to special summon a level 2. Next, evenly matched. This is for all the times I've been forced to go second, for all the times, more accurately 80% of the time that I've been forced to go second, that I've lost the coin flip. Yeah. So when the opponent is basically better than you and has a better board, you punish them for being good by using evenly matched. So you start in the main phase, immediately go into battle phase, end the battle phase, use evenly matched. You can use it from the hand if you control no cards, so it's a pretty good card going second. As for going first, you can use it as fodder for Vesicula, I think. Anyways, we have Superfactorial, summoning our three different mathematical names, Circular, Diameter, and Nabla, and we will actually summon into Laplacian, who will do its stuff. We will explain later. Grave Digger's Trap Hole, the best trap hole there is. Fight me. So when the opponent activates a monster in hand, or a grave, or banished, we can negate and burn for 2000 damage. Now, this does pretty well against a lot of hand traps and can stop flu too, I guess, since it negates a lot of monster effects. Not to mention the burn damage. That sweet 2000 burn damage. It it brings it close to game, you know. A fourth of the LP gone just because of this trap is pretty good. Next we have Terrors of the Overroot. It, just like Gigantes, can remove floodgates like Skill Drain, or maybe it can remove Runic Fountain, as long as there's another target in the grave. Now, it, this is the way that this is worded means that even if the opponent removes the target in the graveyard, the card on the field will still be sent to the graveyard. So yeah, pretty nifty. Sometimes people don't read. It also does well against Sprite, Runic, all that good stuff. You remove their level 2, you remove Hugin, etc., etc. This, we all know why we run this. Pure Runic counter. That is it. I guess it can also stop Sky Strikers, since they're also a spell-based deck. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to use this or not. Next we have Herald of the Arclight. Omni-negate, single use. It also stops a lot of mill and stops a lot of hand traps. Borreload Savage Dragon, it gains 2 negates if you use Bujin as its material, as its equipment, and it doesn't destroy, but it's a pretty big body. It grows from 3000 to 3750 because it gains half the attack of what it equips, which is this. Utopic Future and Utopic Draco Future. We summon this usually using Alambration and Granite. It's a once per turn monster negate, and it can steal a monster if it is on the field. Time Thief, as you can see, is a pretty RNG kind of card, but it does well. It has good attack, it has a bounce, it can draw, and it can banish itself to dodge negates. Gallant Granite. Detach a material to grab Researcher, but if Researcher's on the field, you can grab Gigantes instead. That's its only purpose, other than to summon Utopic Future. It's to grab Researcher and go into Future. Laplacian, our boss monster kinda. It removes 3 cards and it procs Sarah. So yeah, pretty good. It also has an Omni Negate, since we will use Diameter as its material. Alambration, it's part of our combo. If we use um, if we use Diameter as material from Bujinki's effect, then Alambration 2 will have an Omni Negate. It lasts only until the end of the turn, so you better use it if you can. Next, Alomeris, really important in our borreload line. It also can be an extender or to summon another Tropics from the grave. Lake Spider and Lake Disciple are the same, do the same thing, where we just want an arrow pointing down, so we can summon Parallel Exceed. Lake Spider, if we have Shade and Exceed. Lake Disciple, if we have a MathTrix and Exceed. Next, we have Link Devotee, part of our combo. Nabla attributes this in order to um, summon Diameter or another MathTrix monster. Terra, our main engine and our main boss monster, which is kind of small, but it does a lot. So if a normal trap card is activated, it doesn't have to be our normal trap. It can be the opponent's normal trap. We can special summon a Traptrix monster from the deck. And if our other Traptrix monster's effect has activated, then we can send another hole directly from the deck. Pretty good stuff. Sarah can summon Mermelio to pop a trap, or Sarah can summon Dynea to bring back a whole trap. Lastly, we have Bujin, part of our combo. You've seen what it does. It has this effect where if it points to an Xyz monster that detaches its material, it can pop a spell or trap. So yeah, if I had to change anything, I would like to add one called by and remove one Xseed. We don't need Xseed, but it would be nice to have it. It is a pretty bad brick though. Second called by is really good against, I guess, Maxi. And for another pick, I would like to add Brawl. But it's bricky enough as is. I do not want extra. So yeah, I'm keeping it like this. So yeah, that is our MathTrix deck. I hope you enjoy the explanation. I hope it's understandable. Okay. So yeah, that is it for now. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Blah blah blah. I don't know how this works. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video, I guess, if I do decide to make one. I would like some suggestions though as to how to improve this. I will be reading the comments if you have something to say. Anyways, that's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.